Yeah. So yesterday we have discussed about edit text and edit text validations, right? So today we will concentrate on next level. So for that, now as of now, we seen like a single edit text. Let us say, for example, now I want to display 10 members of data. So how we can handle that? Let us say we are in now 3 members. So I want to write 3 members, like 3 members names in a uh, no in activity, then I have to write some kind of action for each respective. Let us say I click once Tejasvi, so Tejasvi name should display. If I click Shweta, Shweta name should display, like that I want to write. But for that, now what happens? So in case, as per the knowledge what we have, if we can do and that way, so it will be like very problematic. What happens, let us say for example now we are 3, so that will be fine. For 3 easily I can create that, but in case if it is in a feature, this 3 will become 20, 40, then there is a lot of problem. So to rectify that, problem, now we have to do normal process. So that is the normal process we have to do. So for that, we will use the concept of arrays. Let first I'll create the project. So with the MTV's activity. So the project name I'm creating as the list example. So list example I have created here now, right? So array. Array is nothing but here normally like array. So array is nothing but group of similar components, right? So group of similar components. So in this now, like there are various kind of arrays, string array, integer array, float array. This means whatever the data types are there, with all the data types, arrays will be there, right? But for this now, using this arrays, here we can create multiple views. So that is one is the list view, grid view, then next spinner. So that is the drop down menu. Spinner is nothing but that is a drop down. Next, autocomplete. So autocomplete, like autocomplete means once while we are entering the data, it should populate the respective data so that we are writing. So then after this, now there is a one advanced that is a recycler view. Means whenever we have that more than one text view, like I want to display only the names. So any of this it will work. But after that, name, contact number, email ID. Like I have to define the multiple things. So then whenever you have such requirement, so above is not like means very basic, that is not possible. So even in a list view also we can do the custom, but that was there. Right now that is not there. So instead of that, we are using simple, that is a recycler view. So each we will discuss in detail here. It means in the next 2 to 3 sessions, this all we will finish in detail. But here we have to define arrays like var. So array name is XYZ equal to array of. So here no need to define inside based on the content. Like here, in case if it is Java, I have to define string array, integer array like that. But normally without defining also, based on the content, it will take what type of array. Like this, we will define the array. So this, like whatever I want to write with this using array, so that we will define here. We will see programmatically, so that we will get the clear idea here, right? Now this project has created here, right? So now from here, I'll take this gradle, right? So within this, from today, I'll use relative layout. Till yesterday, we used linear layout, right? So from today, next few days, we will use the relative layout. So I have taken the relative layout. So here I'm taking this content as here. This we are using for the list view. So that is list view example. I have written this as a Listview. So for this, we need one ID. So we need an ID. So that is Android colon ID. So that is the EV1. So I'll give some margin as well. Margin 10 right. So we have to set orientation. So gravity center. So sorry, this is for this we need layout gravity. So layout gravity set. Why it is not? Oh, sorry. This is the relative layout, right? So that's the reason that gravity won't work. No problem. That so here we'll change this as a match parent. Right now below I'm taking the list view. Match parent, wrap content, then ID. So that is the list. So for this we can give only two properties, margin and padding. So that's only we can give here, margin and padding. So each I'm giving as a right now it will be created like this. Then now I'm coming back to here. So before going to that here, now we will binding. So that is I'm adding the binding here. Below here, created binding. So then main activity. Now within this main activity bar, binding colon activity main binding. So why this binding is not generated? Any reason for this? I know the reason. I did this knowingly. So why it is not generating? Anyone? Why it is not generating? So binding equal to data binding.
Sir, we haven't used that build features data binding enable.
Correct.
That
Yeah.
is
So
why.
that's the reason. Yeah. So that's the reason I'm. So now we have to go here. We have to define here data binding enable equal to true. Right. Now we have to see. Then this binding will generate it. Right. So here now imported. So both are same. Right now. So far what we did, when you have using any component, first directly we are applying the listener for that. But here it should not like that. So we have to assign the data. So we have to assign the data to this. So how to assign this data? So to assign this data, first we need the data source. So means here we have to create one array. So here I'm creating one array where course. So just I'm defining that is the course. So course equal to array of. So array of within a this, now I'll define Android. So Kotlin, Java, Python. So PHP, something I have created here. So now here, so first we have to define. So here initially for this is the very basic. For the basic, I want to use like free defined. So that free defined array adapter I want to use this. So for that here now I will use list adapter. This is my define. I define as a list adapter equal to. So array adapter. I'm using here now this array adapter. This array adapter is a predefined one. So that I'm using. Within an array adapter, here we have to define total three components, three things. One is the context. Second is the layout source. third is the data source. So first here context, layout source, then data source. So these three we have to define within this. So for your understandable, just I'll comment this here. So context, we know that context, so that like how we define for this toast, right? So similar way here I'm defining the context. So that is main activity, right? This at the rate main activity. So layout source. So here there are different kind of layout sources we will define. One is the predefined, other is the custom. So first I'm defining that predefined. So for the predefined, Android dot, so r dot layout dot. So that is the simple list item one. This is the predefined. So I'm using predefined. Then the data source. So what is the data source here? So array we already created, right? So that data source I have given here. Means whatever I have written here now, this is a predefined layout, and array from Kotlin. So this is I'm defining here. So array from Kotlin. Done. Then next here. So this, okay, list adapter we created. Just we are saying that map with this, but this list adapter now we have to map to our list view. So that is the dot set adapter. So here set and get is common. So we have to write simply adapter. So that is equal to list adapter. Whatever the adapter we created, that you have to define here like this, right? So now this has created here like this, right? Now I'll run this. We will see. So this I'm defining here like this. Okay, so just I have connected. Right, I'm running this now. So meanwhile, I'll open the visor. So here now I will see this output. Yeah, so now it is done. See here, whatever we created, it has created like this. For example, now let us say the content is more. So there yesterday, when content is more, we have applied, uh, the scroll view, right? Now, what happens here, we will see. Here, no need to apply the scroll view. Automatically, that will came here, like see here. No need to apply the scroll. So it came automatically without that. So this is the advantage with this here now. Okay. But for this, now there are some certain different scenarios will be there. So that here we will write. So what we'll do is now what we did. So predefined source and array from here, right? Now instead of predefined source, I'll change to something like I'll change that custom layout. So custom layout means I just a minute. Custom layout means we'll see. Yeah. Now, so here what I'm doing here now, instead of this, I want to create a custom layout. So how can I create a custom layout? So in case like custom layout means whatever this layout which we are using, so that will be here. That is a common like normal. This is the normal layout predefined. So instead of that, here in our resources, so res in a layouts, right, within a this we will create one layout here. So how can I create here? Now right click here, new layout source. So we are creating our new layout. So in res new layout I'm creating, so that is on the name of custom. So I have created with the name itself custom, because you have to understand clearly. That's the reason, like something you can create, but I have created this. So normally it is created here, see here it is created here, but this has created with constant layout. But here this contains only the text view. So because of that, I have changed that as a text view, and height I'm giving as the wrap content. Height I'm giving as the wrap content. Now, here you have to give text properties, because previously whatever the text color, text size, text properties, all it came, that is common. So we cannot do any modifications on that. But here we can do some modifications, like I want text bold, text italic, whatever the text properties, all you can apply here. So this is the 20 sp. Then text all caps true. So we can give again the margin. Again we can give that padding. So this all it is possible here. So previous like in a older case, it's not possible here. Like see how to create, right? Now I can go here. So here simply this particular portion I'll change, means I'll change only the layout portion, right? So here r dot layout dot the custom. I have created the custom. Here it is the custom layout. So just I have created here's the custom. Right, now I'm running this. So you can see the output. See, it is normally, previously it was in a normal color. Now it is changed as a complete this thing. Right, so this is the way we have to do this. Right, this is the second way. Even here we can do one more. So one more possibility, that is like here I'll comment this. Right, I'll comment this. So now this is same, but this data source. So instead of this data source from the Kotlin file, I have to access this from the resources. Means yesterday we created in a resources string, right? So there I have to access there in the values strings. So in the strings, yesterday here we created only one, but here I have to create now string array. I'll create here string array. So that string array, I'll define that, let us say, I'll define that array name as the cities. So like I create here one item by item, I have to create here. First, I'll create here Hyderabad. So like this, I'll create multiple. So Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Pune. Like this, you can create here array. So now come back to here. So here this portion will change here. So here r dot layout dot, sorry, resources dot. So from the resources we have to get the, so resources dot get string array. From there we have to get the string array. So that is r dot array dot. So what is array name? We define the cities. Here cities as kept cities. Right. Now I'm running this. You can see now. Again, now the text color, because this is again it is a predefined layout. So the text color will change here now. See here. Normal text color came, whatever the data we given that came here. Means this is the predefined, and this is from res. Done. So same way, one more last combination of that I'll show you here. So the last combination here, So this is custom and data from the RES. Custom means again here I'll change, right? I'll change r dot layout dot custom. So I have changed it. Right. Again, I'm running here now. We will see here. See, this came like this. Right. So this came. But here now, so means any one of the combination we use. Normally, maybe this data today, I'm getting data either from local, like means Kotlin or from the RES. But when I go to in a real time, the data we will get from the database. Maybe that is in a local database, or maybe that is from the server side. So we have to get the data from some external source. So that data means for that we have to write the code, different code. Finally, that data once we'll get that array, finally that array we will assign here. That's it. So that is the process. We'll have that we will see in our upcoming sessions while we are discussing about the web services and all. So there we will discuss about that. But now for this, I want to apply one listener. So how can I apply the listener? So if you want to apply listener here now, so that is binding dot. So list dot set. For this, there are multiple items, right? So because of the multiple items, here we have to apply the listener as on item click listener. So this is the listener. Here we have to apply for this. So for this, we have to apply listener here on item click listener. So here for this item view position, and like total 3 parameters will come here. But why it is not showing here? So it is not showing here. Let me ask this. So that pretty. Say these all other things. It should come set on click listener. What we did here. Why it is changing this? Set. I have to write set. I'm searching with set only, but it is changing. Set on item click list. Right. So then this you have to total parent. Parent is nothing but here it will call the present. This is the one that listed out. So set on item click listener. So just we have written this set on item click listener. So here that selected item will come, clicked on selected item, it will come here. So also here you want here like you can add that. So inside this plus you can add the position also. Here before that we can add. Why it is not come? So this is the what is the position on top we are getting, right? So that position. So this item
42, this at the rate main activities, and line number 47, this both are the same.
Yeah, both are the same. Sometimes maybe this cannot work sometimes. That's the reason always I prefer to use like this. So it is the same, but sometimes whenever maybe there is a now it is a single class, it is working here. When in a single class array,
Why array adapter content context?
why?
Yes, sir. Why its content context?
Here this is na. So context means no. Already I told na. Context means which refer the superclass. Sorry, which refers superclass, and it should extend as some activity. So even though if I write this, it will work, but not always it cannot work. Sometimes it may work, sometimes it may not work. That's the reason I'm preferring to write like this.
Sir,
So
but in
sometimes
array adapter, why we have written this?
here,
Hmm.
so this is the see, this is the here we are using predefined array adapter, right? This is the predefined one. So this
Hmm.
predefined has total 3 parameters inside that. If you want to set the data as an array format, we require total 3. One is the means within this class we are defining the array, and that is within this class we are defining. So we are referring this class. For that we are given as a layout source, and for that we are given as the array source.
But array we have created in the XML file, right?
Yeah, XML file, but display where the display is happening.
Acha, main activity.
Yeah, display is happening here, right? So here now see. So followed by, so it is showing the
Closed.
3 means that array index start with the 0. That's the reason here it is showing 1. Like 1, 2, 3 means first always it start with the array index start with the 0. So that's the reason it's showing the position as a 0. Like so, this is the selected item. Here it is displayed. So this is the list view. So the list view we define different combinations. Right. First, today you can practice the task. First task is like as is like here I created all are in a single project, but you have to create a multiple project so that you can do this in a 4 ways. So you will get some clarity on this. Right. Hope you people are clear about this, right? Then within a say project, I'll create the grid view also. So grid view also, these 4 combinations you can create, but I'll create only one combination. So rest of you can practice the combinations there. So match parent, wrap and ID. So that is I'm defining as a grade. So then I have to give this is the C. This is the relative layout. So I'm giving the relation. Then I'm giving that margin. So that is the 10 degree. Right. Even though padding also can keep. So but I have not given that. Then so here also like save where instead of list adapter, I'll use grid adapter equal to so array adapter of this at the rate main activity. So here also the same combinations you can use either normal, predefined or custom you can use. So data source also whatever you want you can use. So same I'll use this on the resources. So resources dot get figure it. So that is r dot layout dot so r dot so layout dot, sorry r dot array dot right r dot array dot just a minute system got stuck. Just so here dot array dot so cities. So here same like binding dot so that is a grid dot set set adapter. Set adapter is nothing but it's a comma. So adapter. So grid adapter. Done. Now I'm running this. Here it came in a single line, similar as this. Why? Because when you have given the grade, here you have to define the one more extra property, num columns. You have to define that num columns. So normally we will use that autofit. Autofit means based on the screen resolution, automatically it will fit. Or you want, like here you can give manually also, like I want 2, I want 3, like this also you can define. So I have given now each, it is the 3. So that's what happens here now. It cannot adjust normally now, but just for I'm showing that. So see now this 3. If I give autofit based on the screen size, automatically either 2, 3, whatever it is, it can adjust automatically. Like so for this also, now we will apply listener. So that is binding dot, grid dot. So same listener set on item, 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 click listener, click list. So same. This is also a piece of spelling mistake. So click listener. So for this also everything will be same. So this is also parent, and then you can write the same. Oh, sorry. So just we will write this. So I want to get the value from there. So just put, I'm calling this like the parent dot get item position. Done. Now we'll see this output. See. Like this, it is calling it. So this is the same one. Means just we have to define here only one extra, that is the num columns you have to define here. So
Then
this,
what is the difference between these two?
sorry.
What is the difference between these two? List view and grid view.
Yeah, list view means always you create only single line. One by one. You have to create one by one, like this. One item, item one, item two, item three, like this. But when I want to create side by side, that is not possible with the list view. That is possible with grid. Like normally in our phone menu, this is. So this is like if I scroll like this will be a grid only. Right? So like this, we'll create a means this is a custom grid. Like that, we have to create a grid. It's possible. Like normally, it is not possible. So now you like in a grid view also, list view. We did total 4 different combinations, right? Same you can practice on a grid view also. The same 4 combinations you can try, and on top you can try the 4 combinations. Means total you have to practice 8 programs on top of these 2 topics. So then, so the next component, that is the drop spinner and the auto. So that we will see in the next class, because here that is also almost similar, but listeners will change a little. So that's the reason. Just that we will see in a next class. Now, so far, you have any questions, or how is the practice going on, both of you?
Yes, sir, fine. But I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah.
I have created this citizen.
Okay. Okay, this will be fine.
But the image view, now there is a circle. But in my case, this is the means rectangle. I want in the circle instead of rectangle. How I can
Yeah. For
in
that,
the image view?
yeah, for that, uh, go back to image. Where is the image? Normally, like when a circle image that we will use some custom. So, what is the property style? You want the image circle, right? For the image circle, we'll use the property.
You can't hide this
Mm,
so that I can.
yeah, just I'm not seeing that property. Just a minute.
This is the actually image.
Yeah, I see that. Understood that. And that direct property is not there. Like we have to do some other thing.
Like I
Like,
have to create a background for that.
yeah, not exactly the background. If we create a background also, it should not be the same. Like I share you that property in this one. Like means you have to
But
do
there's
that some.
one more doubt I have.
Yeah,
In this image view, background is there, right? So how we create this uh,
yeah. That is only I'm
for
saying. So
button
first,
as well?
yeah, first you have to create that circle background. On top of that, you have to paste the image. That you have to do that. That property like that is normally nowadays we are using uh, in a material from the material we are using, so
Yes, yes.
material icons that we are using. So I'll share
So
that
there's a
link.
card view, right, sir?
Yeah, card we have to create that using material.
As of now,
I
I haven't tried. That is why I haven't used that. But
Yeah,
rest
no
I did.
problem. Till that it is fine. That material property I'll share you. If you have an idea you can try, otherwise while discussing of the material